Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Today it's time for the sheet load and we are making a project. It's not a card, it's a whole project, but I am using the April 2025 Sheetload of Cards sketch, which is free from Call Me Crafty Al. A link to the free PDF is down below. Also, this is a collaboration with a whole team of people who get creative every month and share their ideas. So there's a playlist down below and you can click on it and see what everyone has made. Okay, I am taking some 12 by 12 paper and I'm cutting it into 3-inch strips. When I started here, I didn't know exactly where I was going with it. I mean, I had an idea. But I figured this way I only got 4 strips, and I figured I better cut my paper smarter than that. So the best thing to do is cut a 3-inch strip, then cut that paper down to 7 by 12, turn it, and on the 12-inch side, cut more 3-inch strips, and you'll get 5 pieces. It's just another way to get an extra piece out of it. So this way I got 2 scraps and 5 panels that were 3 by 7. I grabbed another 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and this one I'm cutting down to 5 by 12 pieces. I will rotate it and cut it to 2-inch strips. So these will be 2 by 5. Now I toyed with them being 2.5 and it ended up not working. If you cut them to 2 by 5, you'll get enough for all 12 of your cards, and that's always a good thing. So I will take it and cut them to 2 by 5. Okay, so now that I have enough of those, which I did end up having to use one of my scraps just because at the time I was playing with different dimensions, and I do this when I'm converting the 12 by or the sheet load into 5 by 7s. I also grabbed some book pages, and I'm going to use this on the background, and I went ahead and cut these down to 5 by 7 as well. So this is just 5 by 7 book page. You don't have to use this. You could use another sheet of patterned paper or stamp or do whatever. I am taking my 5 by 7 card bases and cutting them in half so that they are 5 by 7. So on the 10-inch side, I cut them at 5, and I got 2 5 by 7 pieces. At this stage of the game, I was thinking I was going to make 5 by 7 postcards for Easter, which was an idea to help you guys take this sheet load and pay less in postage and send out some Easter postcards. But I end up changing my mind. But at the time, that's what I was planning on doing. And I was using up some old glue stick, which wasn't fabulous. And I needed to reinforce it with my wet glue. So that's what I'm doing here. I end up changing that and just doing glue and gluing all of my book pages down. Then I take these 3 by 7 pieces and I'm putting one on each card. I had cut some matted layers. These are 2.5 by 5. I was able to get all of those that I need from 2 sheets of colored cardstock. So now I have these matted pieces, and I'm going to turn this into a pocket for my project today. But if you were sending a postcard, you would just glue it all the way down, but I'm going to glue 3 edges. Okay, so 2 sides and the bottom. And I'm going to create a pocket because I'm not making a postcard. But if you were, you could glue that down and then you can make a tag and you could follow the sheet load and you could make an adorable Easter postcard. So you kind of get multiple projects by watching this video today or ideas of projects. I'm showing you here how to make a tag. You can make a tag out of any size paper, and we'll go over that again here in just a minute. Okay, so my pocket is going to hold an A2 card. Yeah, that's the size difference between a 5x7 and an A2. We can take our 5x7, put a little pocket on it, and hold an A2 card. So I have this Easter Blessings paper pad and I want to use it up. This is all that remains in it, and I'm trying to smash my stash. And so I am going to use it up and use every bit of this paper pad for these A2 cards. I'm mostly going to use it for the backgrounds because I have a bunch of ephemera pieces in it. The cut aparts that come in the paper pad, I already have those available to me. So I cut up a bunch of backgrounds, which is really easy to do. I just take my paper, cut it to 5 1/4 on the 6-inch side. Then I rotate it and cut it to 4 inches on the 8-inch side. And just like that, I have a panel to go on an A2 card. Now, I really liked the tag design in Alicia's Sheetload, and she was inspired by her teammate Danny. And I wanted to replicate that in this pocket. So this pocket kind of does away with the idea of needing an envelope for these cards. You could still put this whole project in a 5x7 envelope, or you could give it as like a little gift without an envelope. And so I wanted to bring in the tag shape, and I just took that one corner, cut it off, flipped it over, cut off the other corner, and then I used one tag as my template to cut all of them. And so they're really uniform and they all look the same, and I didn't need any dies, which is really, really nice. Once you understand this technique, you can make tags in any size that you want. And I distressed the edges, and then I did bring in this die from Unity Stamp Co., which is like a distressed tag. I thought it was really adorable, perfect for an A2 card. And then I had these little scraps. This is all I had left over from my paper pad, but it was perfect. So basically kind of what I did is I boiled down the sketch one more time into my A2 card. So I used my scraps, I used my tag and my little pieces of ephemera, and I made a card based on the sheet load to go in a tag based on the sheet load. Now, I really wanted some cute teeny tiny bows, but I didn't have any to go at the top of my tag. But I had these little like pearl embellishments, so I used those instead. And here is how my cards turn out. Now, in my card paper pad, there are A2 card fronts that cross and Christ with the children. Those are just already sized to go on an A2 card. But here were all my others, and they just fit perfectly in these pockets. Now, one of my pockets, this one right here, was a little tight, and I wasn't really quite putting my card in right, and I kind of tore the edge of the tag, and that is okay. Glue fixed it. So if you were to over glue, just know you can fix it. You just need one line of glue as you're going around and gluing your pockets on. But when I hold the center and just open up the pocket, these all fit in perfectly. I just only had one that I had a little boo-boo with, and I wanted to leave it in because it could happen to you as well. So here's my final project. I think these are so fun. I know my mom's going to enjoy giving these to her Sunday school class, and that, you know, it's going to feel like a whole little gift in itself. I had a blast making them. They weren't fast, but they were so fun. And I hope you're feeling inspired. I'm so happy that I used up my whole Easter paper pad. That's exciting too. I hope, yeah, you're feeling inspired. And if not, don't worry. There's a whole bunch of other people you can watch in the playlist. So hop along. And, you know, you could take this idea and use it with any theme that you want. It doesn't have to be Easter. I think I'll be revisiting it again myself. And thanks so much for watching and spending your time with me. There's a link here where you can click on the playlist and have a good time. Bye.